All right, next match here. The final match of the week here is a big one. It's a matchup between two former faction mates. A singles match between the Den and the Corruption. Paul Preston and James White. Paul Preston and James White.
Heavyweight.
Big matchup. We obviously know that they were both picked very high last year. One was kept this year, and then one was picked up later in the draft this year. Molly, I will start with you on this one. Are you taking powder keg, or are you taking?
Keep in mind today's Paul Preston's birthday. So
yeah, it is Paul's birthday.
Happy birthday, Paul!
Good Paul.
Happy birthday, Paul!
Happy birthday, Paul!
Happy birthday, Paul! I don't think you're gonna win this one.
So much sass today, y'all. So much sass. Yeah.
Oh man!
Happy birthday!
Man.
You're gonna lose. Bye.
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 Oh man!
I love both of these players, so I have to pick one. And I had already picked one in my head, not knowing it was Paul's birthday. So apologies. I'm going James White on this
one. Chris.
I'm gonna pull up Brian and say this one's so evenly matched. I'm so split on this one.
It actually kind of is. So.
It is.
It is hard because like either one of these guys, if I could pick either one and it would just be edging out the other one, but just for the sake of firmly landing on a name, I am going to go Paul. I'm going to say Paul. Again, James White could easily take this one, but I think Paul, after his season last year, is going to be doing everything in his power to not have a repeat this season.
Okay. Also, I forgot this, but James's new nickname is the Jet.
The Jet.
James.
Ooh, the
James
Gator. The Gator.
Jet.
The Gator.
The Gator Jet.
The Gator.
Let's chill. What about you?
If James doesn't come out in PF flyers,
good call.
I'm going
I mean, you won't see him, but good call.
But still, as long as you can allude that he is wearing PF flyers. I'm sticking with my Corruption. I'm sticking with my good friend James White. He was one of those players where he wasn't even picked during the draft. He was picked via Twitter.
Yeah,
and that blew my mind because
he might have a bag of chips on his shoulder.
He might have a bag of chips.
A whole bag.
I've heard that somewhere before.
That's
crazy. You can't put a bag of chips on your shoulder. They don't.
Was flying into LAX when he got the text that the lockdown happened and free for all was no longer happening.
Oh yeah.
So his entire season was just kind of this whirlwind of just straight nonsense.
Hey, that was mine. Get out of here.
And now he has been corrupted. And so that chip on his shoulder is now on fire and it's sassy and it needs blood. And
God, that's an angry chip.
Sassy
needs blood.
What's blood?
I love Paul. Paul knows that I love him, but James is taking this one.
I say, to be fair, it's less Shannon that corrupted James and more of COVID.
Fair. Shannon just ignited it more.
Robert, what about you?
I actually believe that it's going. Wow. Really? Really?
Pop out.
Coward. 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 Is he going to tackle me?
Oh, God, maybe.
Should we just leave him out the rest of the stream?
No! I'm bringing him back in. Oh, you took it back out. Okay.
Anyways, that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, noted.
That's the equivalent of being like, I'm going through a tunnel.
Yeah.
I just pulled. You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
Brian?
Wow, okay.
Go ahead. I didn't know you were going to make one.
Well, if you really want to make one now.
Rude.
I probably will edge out James White on that matchup. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay, great. Fantastic.
Brian?
I'm going with James as well. He did not really get that much of a chance to show off how good he is last year. he played a play-in and got Bibbs.
And took
All
Bibbs to
right.
5.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, took Bibbs to 5, but he played a play-in and Bibbs. Welcome to the Schmoedown. that was like,
Hello, welcome.
that's it. So, I mean, you can't, to me, that's not enough to judge how good that person is. I know that he has appeared with a wall of movies behind him. That is quite a large collection. So he clearly has seen movies. Paul is no lightweight either. He's going to be a good test for James. And I mean, is it the same level as Bibbs? No. I would say this is a more level playing field. So if he comes out with a win on this, it's going to make him look pretty good. And it's always nice to have that little grudge in a way of not being picked when you assume you're going to be, and you have something to prove. And I think Shannon might be the perfect person to stoke that flame a little bit and get James a win right here.
I think Paul Preston is going to break his streak of losses. I think that he'll get the W to start the year off. And it's nothing against James. I think that he's going to have a great year. I think if he ends up taking the L, he's going to come back and get plenty of wins. He's going to be involved in the league for a long time. I don't think he's someone that should be looked over at all. But I do think that Paul might be playing with a little bit bigger of a chip right now. I mean, he went 0 for last
So many
year.
chips.
I know. I'm so hungry. Yeah, it's a size chip on his shoulder.
Chip size chip.
But yeah, I do think Paul will break that streak. He'll get himself a W, put himself in the right direction, and then James will get back on the horse as well easily. I think that they're two great players, and I hate that they're matched up against each other the first match.
Yeah.
But it's a great matchup.
Yeah.
It's a really good matchup.
It's a very good matchup.
I just think that Paul's gonna take the W to start. So